Rates are already high enough. I've been reading and hearing that on top of these high interest rates, there's another 50 to 75 basis points built into the rate because of the fear in the market. Oh my goodness. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of The Brief with your one and only Kenny Simpson with the Simpson team with C2 Financial. This week, I want to jump in and talk about how are we dealing with these crazy interest rates. Well, guys, most people by now, they used to pay no points. Then they paid 1 point. Now they're paying 2 points. If you're doing an FHA, a VA, or a conventional loan, it makes the most sense to do a 1-0 or 2-1 buy down. I'm not going to get into details here, but that's where basically if you get a 6% rate, the first year would be 4% on the 2-1, the second year would be 5%, and then it goes to 6% after that. The reason why people are doing that is we are all in the camp based on data, information, all that. It's historically that interest rates will come down in the next 12 months or so. It could be faster, and there'll be a refi opportunity. And the cool thing about the 2-1 buy down or whatever, if there's any money left over that you got the credit from the seller, you can go towards principal pay down on your next refi. The second thing I want to talk about is the opportunity out there. We're literally having appraisals come in lower, and then people are going back and renegotiating. So they might get in a contract for 1.2. The value comes in at $1,150,000. They go back to the seller and go, you know what? I want 1.1 and I want $20,000 in closing costs, and that is getting inked. Why is that getting inked? Number one, are you working with a really good agent that understands the market, understands that you need to basically be like, hey, do you understand all this stuff's going on in the market, recession, all this? Like your house sitting on the market, like it's time to take an offer and sell it. So a good seller that has a good agent saying, take the offer, get the deal done. Don't wait because things could get worse, might not get worse, but get the deal done. If you're a buyer, you're looking to pay the price of tomorrow. So you're coming in lower with, hey, rates are high. You got to pay for my buy down. I need a lower pricing on this property. And this is what's happening. So if you're a buyer and you have the wherewithal to buy in this market, you're getting deals. So it's funny that a year ago, people were willing to pay $200,000 more for a property at a 3% rate, right? And today they're paying $200,000 maybe less with the 7% rate or 6% rate. If you're able to refi out in a year or two, you might look like a genius. And the third thing that I want to talk about is what we talked about, the interest rate. There's a lot of fear in the market about the looming recession, about consumer slowdown, about all this stuff. Housing crash, crypto crash, stock market crash, unemployment going up, consumer demand falling off. There's this fear in the market. So what does that do? The secondary market's like, well, if you want me to buy these bonds and treasuries, I need more margin. So you're seeing 50 to 75 basis points on top of these normal rates that they think is built in because of fear. If you've heard of non-QM loans or bank statements or DSCR loans, those loans are sold to the secondary market. That market, right in the beginning of the year, had fear. Like, you want us to buy these loans? Cool. They had to jack the rate way up just to get buyers in the secondary to buy them. That's why you see those rates in the 7 and 8% because there's only buyers at that number. There's nobody's going to buy those rates at 5%. So that's why you're seeing all these changes. That's why you're seeing the fear in the market. We are going through a shift right now. Obviously, Jerome Powell is really, really pushing hard to get this inflation under control, but things are starting to crack. So we'll see how long he keeps at this. What we're looking for is one thing. We're just looking for a change in vocabulary, a hint of things are changing or might change or could change or would change. Once you start seeing that, we know that the Fed might start pivoting. The first pivot would be instead of 75 basis points, a half a point to a quarter, or then just stop at all or start lowering. So thanks for watching. Until next week, we'll keep watching rates, the market, and all that stuff. Talk to you guys soon.